Hi, welcome to Talia Nerds Out. Well, my last two videos were supposed to be shorter. That didn't happen. I got excited. They ran longer. I just think they're still under an hour. But let's see if I can keep this one shorter. I am counting this as being my crafting kind of one, and I'll explain why. I'm including in my crafting through history of crafting, whatever I'm calling it. I am including things like fiber arts, sewing, scrapbooking, paper craft kind of things. So I am also including in that now things like calligraphy and illuminated manuscripts. So those are the kind of books that I will be talking about today. This is the Bible Illuminated. How Art Brought the Bible to an Illiterate World. This is compiled by, or they call her the general editor. I'm not sure who actually wrote the little blurbs, but this is Karen York, PhD. I'm going to have to check out the other books in this series because they also have like the great artists in the showing the Bible, and the publisher is the Museum of the Bible books. So that's cool. I've never heard of this particular publisher. And so it has in here and shows and talks about the illuminations for the different Gospels. Some of them, I think there might be a couple of like psalters or breviaries as well, but you'll have the, yeah, here's the Athelstan Psalter. And I know they had the Book of Kells in here. You remember that book I read on the Book of Kells earlier in the year. Yes, I know this isn't appropriate for this part of the Historathon, but I felt like reading it. This is the Ada Gospels. So as you can see, just really lovely pictures. Lindisfarne. And what I like about this, if I don't have a lot of time to read, these sections aren't huge. So I get to look at pretty pictures. Oh, that's Bedford Hours. So that's the Liturgy of the Hours. And I think they have them in chronological order. So I'm making my way through it slowly and thoroughly enjoying it. What bookmark did I choose for this one? I have not been remembering to show my bookmarks. Oh yes, I have my art bookmark, the mark that I used for Michelangelo. So that's one that I'm currently reading on this topic. Now I do have quite a few in this topic that I picked up. And let's see. Because one of the things I'm trying to do is for my book journaling, I want to learn calligraphy. Now these books aren't on how to do that. This is on the history of. I have other ways. I have videos that I can look into for calligraphy. I have calligraphy pens. You can see that I was practicing a little bit of that in my journaling on this one too. Okay. So the first one I want to show, this is why I picked up the Bible Illuminated, because I was rather disappointed in this one. This kind of gives you like a place to start up to look up other manuscripts. It's Illuminated Manuscripts, Corrected and Edited, Unabridged Original Text by John William Bradley. The pictures are in black and white. Why would you print a book on illuminated manuscripts in black and white? So that's annoying. It's kind of like my book on the Bayeux Tapestry that's in black and white. So that's my only big complaint about it. But again, the sections are fairly short. So that's cool. It kind of will be a good, if I wanted to reference back to this other one while reading this, it might be good. So that's my only complaint about this one. More about illuminated manuscripts. This is the other one I was talking about that is put, I thought this was put out by, maybe it's not. I thought this was put out by the same people who did, I guess not. I guess this isn't the same people who did the Museum of the Bible. I'll have to check and see. because this one is Illuminated Manuscripts, Masterpieces of Art. Whoopsie, there we go. So it has things like manuscript for the London Rothschild hours, late 15th, early 16th century. Oopsie, this one here. This one actually looks like, okay, it does have some writing. I was going to say, it looks like it's majority of pictures. This has mostly pictures, that does have some writing. So maybe this is different than the one put out by Museum of the Bible. So this one's just going to be nice. Maybe this one will be the one I reference when I'm reading the Illuminated Manuscripts one with the black and white pictures. This has a lot more pictures. I'll only put that separate to the one that I'm currently reading. Okay, and some of these books I got when I was looking at a free site talking about walking me through certain aspects of calligraphy, and I was looking at some of the scripts so I could copy them, like alphabets and that kind of thing. And one of the sources of this place listed some of its favorite source books for like history and not just for learning. So I was like, well, that's cool. And I looked up these books. One of them was called The Source Book for Scribes. And so it talks about the history of each of these different scripts. Now it also does tell you how to do these scripts. That's kind of a bonus. I mostly got it for the history of, so like analyzing scripts, Renaissance capitals. And this one is another one with, I guess this has Roman capitals here. So this is a mixture of a history book and a how-to. I hadn't actually realized how much how-to there was. Oh, it talks about the different kinds of tools. So this one's kind of an in-between for history and actually a source book. So that's good. Then the other one, okay, then this one is Medieval Calligraphy, Its History and Technique. And this one, another black and white one, but that's okay. At least it's full page pictures. This one is another one that does have some instructions on how to do it. But even the ones where it just has pages of different alphabets or whatever, that's very helpful. So it has like, okay, brief history of Gothic litera bastarda, 13th century and onward. Writing medieval scripts, the different kinds of scripts. Now some of them, this is one page I liked. I haven't actually read through this really, but it says, okay, the progression from Phoenician to Greek to Etruscan to Roman to modern, which is really cool to look at what kept the same and what changed completely. So I do look forward to this. Some of these books do look like it's going to be a mixture of instruction and history. Not so much Illuminated Manuscripts ones, but okay, this one gives me the same feel, even though it's not the same publisher. This gives more the feel of the Illustrated Manuscript books. The Art and History of Calligraphy. This has color pictures. Look at that full 2-page picture. This one, right there, Lives of Hermits, Paul and Guthlac, St. Augustine's, Canterbury, 9th century. So it talks about the different, as much as they can, like there's Book of Kells, the St. Cuthbert Gospel, early papyrus codex. So this one I look forward to. Now I think it does talk a little bit how manuscripts are made. So this will be talking about the way they make, I think how they make the quills and how they make the paper or papyrus or whatever they happen to be using. So this one is going to be really interesting. But that's all for, this one was kind of a short video because I've only read a little bit of this. There's not a whole lot to say about it other than, hey, look at the pretty pictures. This, I love the idea of illuminated manuscripts, but it definitely, some of these are far more art than they are actual writing. Well, this one has like a little bit more writing to it. Oh, look at this. Is that a P? Looks like that might be a P. Isn't that, this one here. Isn't that cool? I think that's a P. Oh, and this is a B. It's so ornate that you do have to pay more attention. Yeah. Left historiated initial B, Carrier left Bible, 11th century, artist unknown. And the first one I showed you was historiated initial P, same Bible. So that's cool. But that's farther down. I'm not in that section yet. Enjoying this out. This will start getting more attention after the Christie's Missing Readathon is done. But yeah, that's all for this video. This will be kind of like a breather video for people who are maybe not enjoying the longer videos quite as much. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I will see you next time. God bless. Bye.